The phrase, the moon reflected in the water, is not a real object, so it is used as a metaphor for something elusive or intangible, conveys a deep philosophical idea. Just like the moon's image in the water. Visible, even beautiful, but untouchable and not truly there. Some things in life appear real or attainable, but vanish when we try to grasp them. It is often used to describe illusions, dreams, or desires that cannot be fulfilled. The reflection. In a quiet village nestled between misty hills and a vast, calm lake lived a boy named Elian. From a young age, Elian was fascinated by the moon's reflection on the water. Every night, he would sit by the lake's edge, staring at the shimmering image. It looked so close, closer than the real moon in the sky, and somehow more magical. One evening, as the moonlight rippled on the surface, he whispered to himself, "One day, I'll touch it." The villagers laughed gently when he spoke of his dream. "You can chase it forever," an old man once said, "but you'll only end up wet and disappointed." But Elian was not deterred. He believed that if he tried hard enough, if he reached far enough, he could hold the moon in his hands. As he grew older, he built boats and floating rafts. He learned to swim farther than anyone else. On still nights, he'd row to the lake's center, stretch his arms toward the silver light, and plunge his hands into the water, only to find emptiness. The moon would scatter in ripples, laughing silently at his efforts. Years passed, and the boy became a man. The villagers whispered about his obsession, wondering if he would ever stop. But Elian had changed. He no longer chased the reflection with desperation. Instead, he began to understand something deeper. One night, a traveler came to the village and sat beside Elian by the lake. "Is it true," the traveler asked, "that you've spent your life trying to catch the moon in the water?" Elian smiled gently. "At first, yes. I thought the reflection was something I could own. I believed that with enough effort, I could make the unreal real." "And now?" the traveler asked. Elian looked out over the lake, where the moon glowed silently on the surface. "Now I understand that some things are meant to be admired, not possessed. The reflection isn't a lie. It's a reminder, a symbol. It teaches us that beauty doesn't need to be grasped to be meaningful, and not everything we desire is meant to be held." The traveler was silent for a moment, then nodded slowly. "So, was it all a waste of time?" Elian chuckled softly. "Only if you think life is about catching things. I've spent my life learning how to see. The moon never gave me what I wanted, but it gave me everything I needed." And with that, the two of them sat in silence, watching the moonlight dance across the water. Untouched, untouchable, and deeply, quietly true.